All right, the world's most visited museum targeted by thieves in broad daylight. French officials are hunting for 3 people accused of stealing priceless jewels from the Louvre. Tourists were already inside the museum when the break-in took place on Sunday, and museum officials say this was the work of professionals. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer is on the case. She's got her best detective jacket on. She's our best professional, and she can tell us more about this. Liz, good morning. This is just so brazen. How did these thieves get away with anything?
Yeah, well, no magnifying glass needed. This happened in plain sight. Basically, they drove an extendable ladder on wheels up to the backside of the Louvre against the wall, hoisted themselves up to a balcony, legged it over onto the balcony, broke through a window, and headed straight for a very famous gallery, the Apollo Gallery. Beautiful, sumptuous room that displays, in effect, what are France's crown jewels. It took them 7 minutes to apparently use a circular saw of some kind, not only to get through the window, but then to get into the display cases and make off with 9 gorgeous objects. They are diamond and precious stone encrusted tiaras. There was a whole set of earrings and a choker belonging to one of France's empresses, Eugenie, who was married to Napoleon III. When the thieves escaped, apparently on a moped, they dropped one of the crowns. So that piece, priceless, has already been recovered. It's damaged, but all the pieces are there. No word at all on where the rest of the swag has gone. And the police don't know whether it was, for example, ordered by a collector to be included in a private collection, or whether these gorgeous objects, which are also of enormous historical value, are just going to be melted down and the stones cut up and sold.
Wow. You know, the risk is so high. It would have taken incredible planning. You talk about a circular saw, an extended ladder. Do investigators at least have some suspects in mind? And when can the folks around you get back into the museum?
We don't know whether there are any suspects. They're being pretty tight-lipped. I can tell you that the police had some luck, not only in that they recovered the crown, so they've got that, but also apparently the thieves had wanted to burn this mobile ladder and the saw. Because there was gasoline there, and apparently the idea was to set fire to it before they made their getaway, but they didn't have time, so the police will have been able to gather forensic evidence from that. Now, the Louvre made everybody who was in the museum yesterday when the heist happened leave, and the museum remained closed for the rest of the day. Not a surprise, because the police would have had to have really looked at the gallery closely. We now know it's going to be closed all day again today, not only because the police will be combing the place, but also there's a serious discussion going on about better security. The Louvre looks like a fortress. In fact, it turned out to be very vulnerable.
That's right. And if anyone tries to sell you some French priceless jewels for a good deal, be suspicious. Elizabeth Palmer on the case for us. Thanks so much, Liz.